better, you know, we can still do it. It's nice. Yeah. Good morning. Yeah. It opens up the door so more people can join, and I love that. Yeah. All right, so let's find our sit bones again, and we'll lift up and out of your center, roll your shoulders down and back. Let's turn our palms to the ceiling, and we'll just take a moment to direct our attention inward. So it's nice if you can close your eyes for that. And you're just noticing, you know, we're not trying to make anything different. Just acknowledge the space that you're in right now. So we're noticing the quality of your breath. Maybe how deep your breath is today, and maybe any tension that you're holding in your neck or shoulders, hips or knees. Good morning. Good morning. June, the chair. Do you want me to grab you a chair, June? Okay. Okay, no problem. Okay, so we'll open our eyes. Good morning. Let's move to the edge of our chair. A little more space to move. And we'll again take those shoulders up, back and down. And this time we're going to inhale the arms out and up. And we'll bring those hands together over there. And the next time you exhale, we'll bring them on down. So we'll use the breath to draw them up. And use your exhale to draw them down. Let's try that again. Okay. You may have noticed when I bring my arms halfway up and turn the palms up, and then meet them together over my head. And then as I exhale, I open the arms down to shoulder height, and then I turn the palms down. So try that. And I'm just working with my shoulders when I do that. Very nice. Let's do some nice big shoulder rolls, so up, down, and back, big as you can make them. And then we'll make those rolls come forward, which I think takes a little more effort or thought. And then we'll bring them to center and then draw them up to your ears. And really just hold and add a little squeeze and let them go. Let's try that again. Up to your ears, and you'll hold and squeeze. And then release them down. Beautiful. Let's reach to the back of our chair. And you're sitting on the edge of your chair, and we're just going to drop the chest forward. And then release with hands on your thighs. Let's try it again. Inhale, reach your back, and drop your chest forward. Don't push your breath. And then release the hands forward. And then last time, open and drop your chest forward. And release the effort. I just want to warn you, June, that chair can be a little finicky. Yeah, especially if you're sitting on the edge, so just be mindful of that. Okay, let's move back to our chair. And we'll hold the other side on one side of your chair and then the other arm right next to your ear. And we'll use the breath to open, exhaling over, inhaling up, and really reach. Use the exhale to kind of open that whole side. See if you can become aware of those sit bones and what happens as you move to the side. Let's exhale the arm out and down. And we'll do to the other side. So holding underside of your chair and the opposite arm right up next to your ear. And we're going to use the exhale to go to the side. Inhale up nice and straight. Reach through your fingers. And become aware of what happens with your sit bones as they want to lift. And then they lower as you come down. And we'll come up to the center and release the arm down. Let's take the arms down by our side. And we'll draw the shoulders up, down, and back. And we'll inhale the arms out and up. And then when you get there, we'll interlace the fingers and press. See if you can bring together those thumbs and pinky fingers. And we'll bend the elbows and make some circles around your head. And then we'll stop in the middle and go in the opposite direction. So it is feeling like really warm in here. So I'm going to skip the harder, and we'll go to center and press up and release fingers up and down. So we'll skip those heat building standing poses I think today. It's not the best day to do that, yeah. And certainly drink water if you have it. Take care of yourself. Okay. Let's do some more with our arms. Let's reach them out to the side and turn our palms up, our fingertips to the shoulders. We'll make some circles forward. And try to make them as big as you can. We'll do a few as big as you can. And then we'll drop the elbows and drop the arms and give you shape. Arms out to the side and the palms facing up. Let's bring your fingertips to your shoulders. This time the circles go backwards. And we'll start little and make them bigger. And then make them as big as you can make them. And we'll drop the elbows and drop the arms and repeat this shape. Okay. One last time, onto the side, palms facing up. Bring your fingertips to your shoulders, and on an exhale, draw the elbows together. This is a really nice opportunity to kind of drop your chin and open them up. So on the inhale, we'll open the elbows. Allow your fingers to draw those shoulders down. And on the exhale, we'll close the elbows together. So we're working with our breath, inhaling open and exhaling close. Once more, we'll do open and close. Let's bring the elbows out to the side. We'll drop them and drop the arms. Okay. Let's come to the edge of our chair and we'll start to work within our hips. So first we'll just take one knee and give it a hug. And releasing the other knee and we'll give it a hug. Ladies have the right idea, you're short. Let's go to the first knee and take it into your chest. And give yourself a hug. And then again, the other side. Sit up nice and straight and tall, and we'll walk those feet wide. Let's try it a couple times, and we'll walk them together. And then wide again. My feet are making funny noise as you would. And then open again. And then with your hands on the underside of your chair or on your thighs, we'll just start to drop one knee and then the other. And if it feels like it's too much, you can always close them together a little more. Makes it a little easier. Your feet are definitely making noise now. And we're just warming up those hips. And knees lift, and we'll walk the feet together. So I'm definitely at the age where when I sit for a long period of time and I get up, my hips are talking to me. So I have to move a little before that lets up. I don't know that, but yeah, so I'm there and I'm feeling it. Yeah, right. It's just, you know, the body's not made to last forever. Let's take one knee to your chest. And we can do things, I think, to lessen those kinds of instances, but, you know, we're just made to upgrade, unfortunately. Yeah. It's true. I hate to be a downer, but I just wanted to share that with you. Let's do some open close. Open, close, open, close. And then these together. Let's stretch one leg forward. So the right leg, we'll stretch it forward. And then as you exhale, reach towards your ankle. And then we'll inhale it up and back. Other side, stretch it out and add a reach. Let's go back to the first, and we'll add a reach. And last time, we'll add a reach. And sitting up nice and straight and tall, let's bring the soles of our feet together, and then we'll walk the heels in. Sit up nice and straight and tall, and embrace your Buddha belly. Take those shoulders up, down, and back. And drop your chin a bit towards your chest. Let's take the knees together and we'll stretch out one leg and then the other. One leg and then the other. Okay. On the edge of your chair, let's stretch one leg out to the side. So ankle under knee, opposite leg is grounded, not moving. This is my right leg. It can be your right or your left. Stretching out to the side, press through the heel, and sit up nice and straight and tall. And then we'll draw that knee in, other side now. Stretch it out to the side, press through the heel, opposite knee, thigh grounded. And bring it back in. Let's stretch both legs out in front. And we'll point your toes, so one foot and then the other. Point your toes, feel the stretch on the top of your foot. And then we'll bend the knees, feet on the floor. Last time, we'll take one knee into your chest. And opposite knee to your chest. Okay. Again, I'm going to be very gentle today just because of the temperature. I'm trying to open these just so we get a little bit of a breeze. Yeah, I know that it's not good.
We're not getting it shaded. We're not getting it easy.
Right.
So usually we go back.
I feel like we'll get, yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that doesn't change anything. I don't think it does, I don't think it does. Maybe try that one, but not that one. The middle one, no, not this one. Bear with us, we're definitely feeling the heat here. Perfect, yeah. Next time I'll bring a fan, or I'll see if we have one available. Yeah, I definitely think we are. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, ladies. I don't want everybody to go poof. That would be good. All right. So what we'll do is stretching legs out. And then let's stretch both legs out. A little bump in the knee. And we'll add a reach. So for you, June, I would move through this pose very mindfully. That chair bucks a bit. Well, we're going to be done with this soon. And we're just gliding towards your ankles and walking back. All right. I think we're good to stand up. You know what? I'm going to give you this chair. That's all right. Yeah, we do. Sorry. Zoom is a little funny today. We're taking care of people, that's the most important, right? All right, so let's stand behind. I'm going to stand this way, behind the chair, the seat in the front.
I have to look at everybody else.
So we're just going to come into mountain, right? Nice and tall with your spine. Your knees are straight, but they're not locked. And then you're lifting up and out of your center and taking your shoulders back and down. And lifting up from the crown of your head, trying to make yourself the very tallest you can be. Sometimes in mountain, you roll your shoulders up, down, and back, and you can feel how your arms open just a bit, so work with that. And then release the effort. So I'm just going to turn towards you. Take those shoulders up, down, and back. And with your next breath in, we'll take the arms out to the side and all the way up. We're going to keep some space, shoulder width apart between your fingers, and we'll reach up. This is actually a pose. It's called Asta Tadasana. So it's mountain. The arms added. So let's exhale out and down. Try that again. Out to the side and all the way up. And reach up to your fingers, down through your legs. Feel that mountain. And the next exhale, arms up and down. One last time, Asta Tadasana. Reaching up, stretching up, reaching down. And the next time you exhale, take the arms out, beautiful, roll those shoulders. Let's open up our feet nice and wide and leave your chair right there in case you need it. So my toes are pointing towards the corners of the room, and that's perfectly fine. If you want your feet to be more straight, whatever feels right in your hip. And I'll just give you a tip that wherever your toes are pointing, your hips are pointing. So when I have my toes out to the corners of the room, my hips are open just a bit. We've got a big ball, right? Trochanter. Opening it up a bit. Let's take the arms out to the side, and then we're going to bring them up, not all the way up, but a big V. A big V with your palms facing forward. So you're reaching up through your fingers. Feel your center nice and strong, and then reaching down through your legs, grounded. Use your breath to open and stretch, and we'll exhale down at the elbows and walk the feet together. Letter X. I work with special needs young adults, and they love this one. Let's open our feet. One is in the room, if you'd like. Arms out to the side, up into a big V with your palms facing forward. Feel the strength in your core, reaching up through your fingers and down through your legs. Letter X. We'll bend the elbows and walk the feet together. Okay, so now we'll work with letter X. And we'll make it a little more dynamic. So we'll open our feet nice and wide. Bring the arms out to the side, up into a big V. We're going to use the inhale to stretch and reach, and the exhale to bend the elbows and then the knees, but you're not dropping your chest forward, you're leaving it open and up. So we use the in-breath to reach, and the exhale to lower. There you go. Inhale, reach, and exhale, lower. One last one. I like to think about all the things that I want to bring into my life. I lied, this is the last one. The things I want to get for me and bring to me. So let's straighten up and we'll release the arms. Coming back into mountain pose. Let's take those shoulders up, down, and back. And we'll hold for a breath. I'm going to turn to my chair just so that I have it in the front, and we'll just work within the feet for a few minutes. So inhale and lift up onto the balls of your feet. See what that looks like. And exhale down onto the heels and lift your toes. Use the in-breath to come up onto the balls of your feet. And down onto the heels. Lift your toes, lots of space between them. We'll turn to the feet. And you've got your chair, you're going to get inhaling up. And exhaling down. One last time, inhaling up. And exhaling down. Beautiful. Okay. We're going to stretch one leg out to the side and come up onto the heel. And then come up onto the ball of your foot. And then your heel. And the ball of your foot. And then the heel. And back to center. Let's do the other side. Onto the heel. And then the ball of your foot. And the heel. And the ball of your foot. Last one. Okay, and back into mountain. Now set your feet up into mountain without looking. And then look down and see how that looks. Sometimes I do that and my right foot is more forward than my left. Or I have one foot out to the side a little more. And I just figure that that's my body. That's my body. Sometimes it's kind of compensating for something. So I don't question it. So for the longest time, I would look to see if everything was just exactly straight and the perfect amount of space between them. But work with your body. Okay. Let's try a balancing pose. So we'll bring our feet together. Big toes to touch if you can, and then those knees. And your thighs. And open your toes, lots of space between them. And this is a balancing pose where we're bringing our base of support in and making it smaller. So this doesn't really feel much like a balancing pose, but it is. And let's bend one knee and come up onto the ball of your foot, and then we'll walk it into the side. So I'm turning my knee out, opening my hip. I wonder if you can see. And I'm resting the heel of my foot just above my ankle. I'm not locking the standing leg. And I'm going to bring the arms out to the side and then together in front of my heart. So getting ready for a tree pose. We're going to use your chair if you need it. We're going to inhale the arms up and over. Here we go. Hands together. You can interlace your fingers, pointers point. Tree pose. It's called V-R-K, Vrikshasana. And then we'll bring arms down and feet to the floor. Again, we're bringing those big toes to touch, knees together and thighs together. And we'll come up onto the opposite ball of your foot. I'm going to open the hip and walk my heel right above the ankle. Spread your toes nice and wide. They're your workers. We'll take the arms up to the side and bring our palms together. Inhale them right up and over. Interlace your fingers, pointers point, tree pose. And then the next time you exhale, arms down and then bring your feet to the floor. That's pretty good. Pretty good ball. Okay, let's bring our feet together. Big toes, ankles, knees, and thighs. And we're going to take this right leg and cross it over the left, coming onto the other side. I'm up on the ball of my foot. So this is my right foot. I'm crossing it over my left and coming over to the other side. Use your chair if you need it. I'm up onto the ball of my foot here. And then I like to bend my knees just a tiny bit, just to help myself stay here. It's tricky. If you wanted, you could put it out front or just off to the side. You don't have to bring it all the way over. So you could bring it out in front or just off to the side and hold on to your chair if you need to. So the flute player is, the foot is on one side and the flute is on the other. Right, you're a flute player. I forget the name of this pose, but it's the flute player. So let's bring both feet onto the floor and just stretch your toes and stretch your calves, right? Because they got a little workout. Maybe lift one foot and then the other. Okay, feet together, toes together, heels together. We're working with our balance. And we're going to come up onto the ball of the left foot and then walk it over to the right. So crossing your right leg. Again, you can keep it a little more in front or just over to the side. You don't have to go all the way over. And then when you get there, ease up on your knees so that your feet can ground down to the floor. And then the foot's on one side and the flute is on the other. I used to do this pose all the time back in the day. I resurrected it. Releasing the hands and releasing your feet, and then, stretch up your calf, what you need to do to make it feel better. Let's do a little, like a little jog just by lifting your heel. It's good too. Okay. Let's turn to your chair. And then I'm going to step 1 foot forward, this is my right foot, and my left foot back. Remember this one? This is called the rock pose. So we have a nice distance between your heel and your toes. Your hips are forward, and we're just going to shift the weight. This is another, body knows what to do. You don't really have to think much about it. I feel like my feet are too wide, so I close them up a bit. We're working more with our balance. So we're going to start by lifting the back foot just a tiny bit, like just inches. Yikes. You've got your chair if you need it. And we're going to add the front foot now. So the back lifts and then the front. Back and then the front. And then we'll walk our feet together and hold for a breath. Okay, left foot forward, right foot back. Hips are forward, bend your knees. We're going to shift the weight. And then we start with the back foot, just lifting the toes, just inches off the floor. Then we're going to add the front foot. It's dynamic balance. We do a lot of static balance. This is dynamic balance.
This is a balance exercise. I like
It definitely is. Let's walk the feet together. Right, so if you were to have a fall, chances are you're going to be in motion when it happens. But then most of the poses or most of the things that we do for balance are always static, which is kind of funny. Now that we know what wants. So let's open our feet a little wide, and you're just going to put your hands on your hips and move from side to side. And then we'll bend the knees a bit and make some big circles. Play with your knees and hips, see how they're feeling this morning. Put a little bend in your knee. Take the edge off. And then we'll come to the center and move those circles in the opposite direction. We'll come to center and we'll go back to side to side.
I put my hand in my fist like that because you hear.
Oh, the web, yeah. So
They don't stretch enough to.
you could have a little arthritis in there. Let's lift each foot, keep the heel to the back. If you need to close up your feet a little bit for balance, that's fine too. Okay, and then walk the feet together. Keep those shoulders up, down, and back, and mountain. Okay, I'm gonna turn to my chair, but this time I'm gonna turn it around and look at the seat of my chair. We'll do some forward bending. I apologize for the view. Okay, so let's begin this in mountain. With our shoulders up, down, and back, and our knees are easy. We're going to use the breath to take the arms out and up. And then as you exhale, they come out to the side, like they're helping you come forward. They're flying. Right now, right here, you're going to feel it, so you're going to have to bend your knees a bit. And keep your back nice and straight as we come forward. And then just ease everything up. This should feel good and not feel stressful. If you want to try to hang your head, go ahead and do that. You can do a little shake, a little nod from side to side. I guess that would be a nod. And then a nod, maybe just up and down a bit. Let's inhale the arms nice and straight before we come up. We're halfway now into the forward bend, and we're going to bend the knees and take the hands from your chair right to your thighs. We're going to press your feet into the mat and come up nice and straight. Let's try it again, using the arms out and up. And then they fly out to the side. You bend forward from your hip. And here's where you're going to need to ease up on your knees so you don't take the stress into your back. And we'll ease down into forward bend. Let's inhale into the half forward bend with nice straight arms. And then we're going to take the hands to your thighs and press your feet in, coming up nice and straight. Let's do a sun breath. We're going to inhale out and up, exhale out into forward bend. Using our breath, inhale to come to the half forward bend, and then the forward bend again. Put your weight into your feet, into your heels. We're going to bend the knees and take the arms out to the side, reaching all the way up. Let's bring them all the way up. And then we'll exhale into Namaste. Let's try that again. Inhaling out and up. And arms come out, coming forward, forward bend. Inhale, half forward bend, and then forward bend again. Easy knees, we'll take the arms out to the side and reach all the way up. Let's bring the hands together and then exhale them down, center of your heart, Namaste. Sun breath. It's a good pose to get you going. It can be aerobic if you do it quick enough. It's your blood going. It's a standing pose and it's not real stressful. I like it. Let's do a downward dog. So we're going to start by doing a forward bend. We'll inhale up into the half forward bend, and we're going to step one foot back. So I have my right foot back, I'm going to step my left foot forward just a bit. And my hips are square. Let's take advantage of this opportunity to get a lunge in. So I'm going to bend my forward knee. Let's inhale, straighten the forward leg, and then walk it back to the other. Take a minute and kind of round your feet off, straighten your feet together, and then we'll press back into downward dog. So hips back, easy knees. Let's inhale and lift the chest at the same time. you're stepping the right foot forward, let's take this opportunity to bend the knee and come into a lunge. The next time you inhale, we'll stretch this right leg back, step it back, and then again press your hips back into a downward dog. Let's inhale with the chest at the same time, stepping the right foot forward, stepping the left foot forward. With easy knees, we'll ease down into forward bend. We'll inhale halfway up. Take our hands from the chair to your thighs. Press your feet into the mat and lift into mountain. I like to use the legs and the knees bent to come up into mountain after forward bend, because sometimes coming down and coming up too fast can give you the swimming feeling. So I try to avoid that. Okay, let's turn the chair around. And we'll stand right behind in the mountain pose. And yes, this is a great time to take a sip. If you need to or you want to. Next week I'll try to remember to bring a jug and some paper cups. Okay, I'm gonna stand right behind that chair in mountain. So with your fingers on the top of your chair, we're gonna step your right foot back. And your hips are square, which means both are pointing forward. And you can even glide the chair back towards you, so it's right there if you need it. And we're gonna keep our hips nice and level, and at the same time, you're gonna bend the forward knee. So ground down into your feet. Feel that kind of a lunge pose. You can hold your hands on the chair or on your hips. Whichever works. Lunge pose. We're going to straighten the legs and move forward from the hip. Hands on your chair to bring your chest down towards the top of your chair. So this is a nice straight leg stretch here. We're going to inhale up, easy knees, and walk the feet together. Okay, let's step the right foot forward and the left foot back. Hands on your chair. On your exhale, we're going to bend the forward knee. Coming into lunge, your hands can be on your chair or on your hips. And then we're going to inhale and straighten the legs. Bring your chest forward into the straight leg stretch. Let's inhale up, nice straight legs, easy knees now, and walk the feet together into mountain. Last standing pose here, we'll inhale, nice deep breath. And as you exhale, we'll walk back into downward dog. Easy knees. Stay for a breath. You'll stretch your arms and bend your knees. And when you're ready, lift the chest and walk to the back of your chair, coming back into the toes. Okay. Let's come back in our chair. Just checking the time. Sit back in your chair. Yeah, sit back in my chair, my feet. This chair kind of leans back this way and is kind of sunk in this way.
Yeah, so like,
Yeah, I mean, it's a good chair, don't get me wrong.
I have to sit over.
Right, we all have to sit upright. How should sit? Computer.
I wouldn't say I want to time.
Let's straighten the right leg. Stretch it out and then point it flat. And then we'll make some big circles round and round. And then we'll stop and go in the opposite direction, big circles. And then release and we'll go to the other side, stretch it out, point and flex. And do some big circles. And the opposite direction. And release. Let's stretch out the right leg and press through the heel, and then we'll stretch up the right arm right next to your ear. Hold the belly in. And bend the elbow, bend the knee, and go to the other side. The left leg, stretch it out. No? Left leg, just stretch it out. Left arm right up next to your ear. Feel your center nice and strong, open. And bend your elbow, bend your knee. Let's do both legs, and we'll press out to the heels. And we'll start with both arms down by your side. We'll roll the shoulders up, down, and back. And then we'll inhale them out and up. And hold your breath. Reach up through your fingers and down through your legs, and bend your elbows and bend your knees. And we'll come to the plank on your chair. And we'll take the right knee into your chest and give a squeeze. And your left knee into your chest and give a squeeze. And your right knee into your chest and give a squeeze. And holding with your left hand, walk your right hand down to your big toe. Go ahead and take, hook your big toe with your fingers, and we'll stretch it out. Try not to lose your nice tall spine. And then we'll bring it back in and give it a hug before we let it go. So other side, sleep nice and straight and tall. Left knee into your chest, give it a hug. Holding with your right hand, your left hand reaches down to your big toe. And stretch it out. Good job. Try not to lose your nice straight spine. And release. Let's stretch one leg and then the other. Okay. Sit back in our chair. I don't think we've done any twists today. Yeah. All right, let's do that. Okay, so ankles under knees, nice tall spine. We'll take the right hand to your left knee. And this arm is just going to stay by my side here. And I'm going to inhale it up and open it back here. Now, if it feels like too much for your shoulder, put a bend in your elbow. So we'll take it back to the right knee, right knee. Up and open. As you can see, I have a little bend in my elbow. Inhale up and open. Now follow with your torso and not just your head. So inhale up and open. Let's do one more. Inhale up and open. And back to center. Opposite side now, left hand, right knee. Right arm down on my side. I'm lifting up and open. If this is too much for the shoulder, just put a little bend in the elbow. And the idea is for your torso to go with you. Then it's a real twist. It's just above the arm, then it doesn't really do much. Your spine, we're doing a little twist. Okay, back to the knee and release. Take your right hand and rub your left shoulder. Big circles round and round. And then with your fingers, just grab the big meat here between your shoulder and your neck. Just squeeze it. And then your left hand to your right shoulder. Just rub it round and round. And then between your shoulder and your neck, find the tight muscles, the traps. If they get so tight, you're just going to squeeze your fingers in. Okay. All right, let's go to the edge of our chair. And we'll end our class today. 1 minute. So we're going to end our class today with a seated vinyasa. So we'll begin in a seated mountain. Take the shoulders up, down, and back. Okay, we're going to use the arms, and we're going to bring them all the way up. And if you can, with your head and your neck, you can look up there. If not, just keep your chin in line with your chest and your face looking forward. And then we're going to exhale and come to this cactus pose. And then we're going to scoop these arms and fingers down in front of your shins into forward bend. Use your in-breath to come halfway up, lift your chest, open your heart, exhale all the way down again, forward bend. This time the arms come out to the side. And we'll reach all the way up. Again, you can get your face forward and exhale, namaste. Now we did this standing earlier, so let's do 3 more if you can. Okay, inhaling out and up. And exhaling cactus and all the way down. Inhale halfway up. Open your heart and exhale all the way down. Your feet are grounded, don't let them move. Take your arms out and up. And namaste. Okay, let's add something to the equation. So we're going out and up. And exhale into cactus, scooping all the way down. This time we're going to keep the left hand down on your left foot. And we're going to inhale and lift the right knee. Now you don't have to look up there. It all depends on how your neck feels today. And we'll exhale it down. And then inhale left hand up. And exhale it down. Inhale halfway up. And all the way down. Arms out to the side. All the way up. Exhale, namaste. I said 3, but I'm going to do 1 more. So inhaling out and up. I lie all the time. It's terrible. Exhaling cactus pose and fingers all the way down. Inhaling halfway up, lift your heart. And exhale all the way down. We'll start by lifting your right hand up. You can just keep your head and neck right where it is. Exhale it down. Inhale left hand up. And keep your head and neck right where it is. And exhale all the way down. Again, halfway up. And all the way down. Inhaling out to the side. All the way up. And exhale, namaste. Let's hold for a breath. Let's come back in our chair and we'll end today with, we just have a few minutes. This clock is a little slow. Yeah, so I'm gonna, we'll end with a breath. And this is called alternative nostril breathing. I think the most difficult part of this breathing is the hand motions. So if the hand motions throw you off, you can just use your thumbs. Okay? All right, so the hand is your dominant hand. For me, is my right. We're gonna drop the big middle finger and the pointer, and you're left with your thumb, your ring finger, and your pinky sticking up. So these two, your ring finger and your pinky, they work as a team. Okay? So it goes like this. So we take a breath in both nostrils. And then you're going to close off the right. And let the breath come out on the other side. The breath comes in. We close off the other side. Nope, I'm sorry. We're still using the same hand. Okay, breath in. Let's get the breath going, and then we'll add the hand motion. Okay, so nice deep breath in. Close off the right nostril. Air comes out the left. It comes in the left. And we're walking out the left, out the right. In. Other side, out. In. Other side, out. Other side, out.
You got about 5 minutes, Sharon.
Perfect. Other side, out. In. Other side, out. In. Other side, out. And last one. In. Other side, out. Okay, so now we'll add the one hand. So big middle finger, pointer down. Left with your thumb, your ring finger, and your pinky. It almost looks like the rock on sound. Okay, breath in. Right side block out. In. Other side 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 out. Release the hands and just close our eyes and breathe in and out. See if you can keep your mouth closed and draw the breath in and out through your nose. If you're feeling a little congested or blocked in your nose, then certainly open your mouth. Do the best you can. Breathing in and out of your nose. Let's add the hand. One hand, this is my right hand on my heart, and my opposite hand on my belly. Drawing the nose in and out, drawing the breath in and out through your nose. You're just noticing. Do the hands become farther apart when you draw the breath in? Do the hands become closer as you draw the breath out? And release your hands, release the breath. Let's take the hands right to the center of our heart. Big thumbs rest on your center. And with an in-breath, we'll draw the hands right up here to your forehead and then back down to your heart. We'll add a little bow for Namaste. The light in me honors that light in you. Namaste. Good morning. Let's start our chair yoga class today with a centering. So where I am, it's pretty warm, so I want you to take care of yourself. If you don't have air conditioning, make sure you're behind a fan, make sure you have some water. It's really important as we get into the high temps of the summer. Okay, so let's get seated in our chair. And we'll sit up and out of our center and always take those shoulders down and back. I'm going to turn my palms out to the ceiling and take a nice deep breath in, down deep. Close your eyes if you'd like to, and just take a moment to bring our awareness inside. Take notice of the quality of your breath today. Take notice of any tightness you have in your joints. Just taking a moment to make the mind-body connection. When you're ready, open your eyes. Okay, let's do something with the hands. I'm just going to make them warm. Not that I need any help today. Rubbing the tops and between your fingers. Let's start with a simple open close, open close. You're stretching lots of space between those fingers. Let's go through the numbers in sign language. So we'll do 1 with your pointer, and then 2, like a peace sign, and then 3 uses your thumb. 4, and then 5, stretch, stretch. 6 connects the thumb with your pinky finger, so you're really stretching away the other 3 fingers. And then 7 connects your thumb with your ring finger. And then 8 connects your thumb with your big middle finger. And then 9 connects your thumb with your pointer finger. And then 10 are your thumbs. Let's go through it again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, starting with the pinky, 6, 7, stretch, stretch, 8, stretch, stretch, 9, stretch, stretch. Beautiful. Let's make some big fists, and we'll go round and round. And take an opportunity to go nice and slow. You feel the stretching in your wrist, in those very tight extensor muscles. Let's go in the other direction. Top of your hand stretch. And let's bring your hands together, interlace them into one big ball, and we'll move it side to side. And then release your hands, and we'll move them side to side. So I'm making like a wave motion. I'm going to do it together and then away from each other. It's just easier that way. So I'm trying to do it this way. I got it. Well, let's do it towards each other and then away from each other. Okay. Let's bring our arms down by our side. We'll take the shoulders up, down, and back, and add a little squeeze of your shoulder blades. Let's try that again. So up, down, and back. Squeeze, squeeze those shoulder blades. And last one, up, down, and back, and squeeze. Opening your chest, lots more space to breathe. Let's take the shoulders and make big circles with them, up, down, and back. And then we'll make those circles opposite, so up, down, and forward. And then release the effort, bring your shoulders to center, and then we'll draw them up to your ears and just hang your arms. And drop. Let's try it again, up to your ears and hold and squeeze. And drop. And last one. And drop. Let's take the arms out to the side and then bring your hands together in front of your heart. I have a straight line from elbow to elbow, and I'm going to go to one side, a little twist, and then the other. Let's do it one more each side. I'm going right, I'm going left. And come back to the center. Keep your hands where they were, and we'll make some little circles. Circling around your heart. And then we'll make them a little bigger so they're circling your head. And then we'll come back to the center and go in the opposite direction. So start with little circles. And then start to encircle your whole head. Don't hold your breath. And back to center. See if you can keep your hands together and just swim them forward and then back. Swim them forward and then back. Okay, let's bring them to center. Release your hands. And we'll give everything a big shake. Let's take the arms out to the side and we'll bring them all the way up. Big hands together over your head, and then exhale them out and down. Again, inhale out and up. Use your breath and exhale out and down. Inhale out and up. And exhale out and down. Inhaling out and up, and then getting your hands together, we'll interlace the fingers and turn your palms up to the ceiling. Bring together your pinkies and your thumbs. And we're going to bend the elbows and make big circles around your head. center, and we'll go in the opposite direction now. To the center, and release your fingers and bring them all the way down. Beautiful. Still working with those arms. Give them a little shake, take them up to the side, turn your palms up to the ceiling, and we'll bring your fingers to your shoulders. Let's open the chest as you breathe in. And then exhale and elbows together as you breathe out. So here we go. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's try it again. Inhale and exhale. Let's bring the elbows out and then we'll drop them down. Let's take the arms out to the side and turn your palms forward. We're going to bend the elbow and bring the fingers to the back of your head. As we open those elbows and open the chest for a breath in, and then we can release with the breath out. So here we go. Inhale. Open the elbows nice and wide, and exhale. Release. Your head and neck is easy, no pulling or tugging. Here we go. Breath in. Open your chest and exhale. Release the effort. We'll release the arms and give them a good shake. Okay, let's come to the front of our chair. And we'll sit up nice and straight and tall. Which means you're supporting your own spine, you're not setting back in your chair, and you're right on the edge, so it's kind of mimicking a standing posture here. Let's take the arms out to the side, and we'll bend the elbows and bring your fingers at chest height, and we'll just do a little twist here, side to side. You can go slower than this, or faster than this. And let's come to center. And release those arms. Let's go side to side. So we're holding the underside of your chair with the opposite arm right up next to your ear. And we're going to open that whole side. Use the breath in to reach up and the breath out to just stretch. Beautiful. Use the breath in to stretch up and reach, and the exhale over. Last one. And then we'll exhale that arm down. Switch it up. So opposite arm holds the underside of your chair, other arm right up next to your ear. And if you're looking like this, that's okay too. Do the best you can. Inhale, reaches and stretches. Exhale, and we're open to the side. Let's do two more. Stretching, reaching, exhaling. Last one. Moving back to center and exhale the arm down. I'm sitting at the edge of my chair and I'm going to reach back to the top of the chair behind me. If this is too much, reaching back, you can also reach back in your chair, opening your chest, but not stressing your shoulders so much. So just reaching towards the back of the seat of your chair. So do whatever feels best. And then we're going to drop the chest forward. Inhale, coming up, and then we'll exhale and drop the chest forward. Let's inhale up and release the arms. Give them a shake. Okay, let's sit back in our chair. And we will do something for the hips and our legs. So stretching out the right leg and pressing to the heel. We're just going to do some Point and flex, right? And other side, left foot, point and flex. And first leg, this is my right leg, I'm gonna make big circles. Imagine that your big toe is a magic marker. And it's just drawing some big circles. And then we'll switch it up and go in the opposite direction. And opposite side. This is my left leg, I'm drawing big circles. And opposite side. And release. So let's stretch both legs out and we'll do some point and flex. Do it at the same time. And then we'll open our heels a bit and do some circles towards each other. We're going to have the hands. It's kind of cool on the screen. And then we'll do circles away from each other. And release the feet and release the effort. Let's stretch out the right leg, and then we'll add the right arm right up next to your ear. So you're stretching up through your fingers and then down through your legs and pressing through the heels so the toes come back towards you. And the next time you exhale, bend the elbow, bend the knee, and we'll go to the other side. So left leg, left arm right up next to your ear. And we feel the stretch. And exhale, bend the elbow, bend the knee. Let's try both legs, press out to the heels. Arms by your side, out and up. So stretching up through your fingers and pressing down through your heels. Bend the elbows, bend the knees. Let's do the right leg. And then stretch out the left arm so we get this diagonal thing going on. And then elbow and knee. Left leg and right arm. We have this diagonal thing going on. And bend the elbow, bend the knee. I'm going to move to the front of my chair. I have a finicky chair here. And I'm going to take one knee into my chest and give it a hug. And then the opposite knee into my chest and give it a hug. And with my hands on my knees, I'm going to sit up nice and straight and tall and do some open, close, open, close. Okay, let's stretch the right leg out in front, and we're going to add a reach. I use the exhale to reach forward towards the ankle, and the in-breath to walk it back and up. Other side. Use the inhale to stretch it, exhale to reach. Inhale to walk it up and back. Let's do one more on each side, stretch and add the reach. Stretch and add the reach. Okay. Seated up nice and straight and tall. Let's take the arms by your side, shoulders up, back, and down. Do a little squeeze of the elbows. And release. I'm going to stretch my right leg out to the side, coming up onto the heel. This leg and foot grounded into the earth. So maintain your nice tall spine, and we'll switch it up. Bend this knee and bring it to center. We'll go to the opposite side, stretch it out. Ground down your other leg. And bend the knee and bring it to center. Let's try both legs out front. I'm in a little precarious chair here, so be mindful when you do that. Feet on the floor. Okay, let's do some seated poses. I'm going to sit back in my chair. And come up onto the balls of your feet. And then come on to the heels of your feet and lift the toes. The balls of your feet. And then the heels, and last time. Beautiful. Let's come to the edge of your chair again, and we'll bring the soles of our feet together. This is a cobbler's pose. Let's bring the knees together and right knee into your chest and give it a hug. And left knee into your chest and give it a hug. Okay. Let's bring our feet together and our ankles together, our knees together, and sit up nice and straight and tall. You're going to come up onto the ball of your right foot and then open the hip. And twisting it out to the side a bit here. I'm going to walk that heel to my elbow. I have to draw my other foot in a little bit to make that happen. Let's bring the hands together in front of your heart. And with your next breath in, we're going to inhale it up. Inhale it up and over. Now when you have your hands together in a tree pose, you can interlace your fingers and point the pointers. And I'm going to stretch it right up and over. See if you can bring the palms of your hands together. They like to separate. See if you can make that happen. And then we'll exhale the arms down and feet on the floor. Let's do a little stretch, one side and the other. And beginning with the feet together in cobbler's pose. Lifting up to the crown of your head. Nice soft belly. We'll bring the feet onto the floor, big toes together, knees together, sitting up nice and straight and tall. I'm going to come up onto the ball of my right foot and then walk it into the heel of my left. And then just let it go. Inhale the arms out to the side, palms together into Namaste. I'm going to inhale the hands right up and over. I'm going to interlace fingers, pointers point, and we're going to stretch it all the way up. See if you can bring those heels of your hands together. Breathe into the belly, filling your torso all the way up to your chest. Notice if you're squeezing something really tight, see if you can let it go. And the next time you exhale, we'll exhale the arms down and feet on the floor. We'll stretch one leg and then the other. Okay. I'm going to stretch one leg forward and bring the arms down by my side. We're getting ready to do like a half downward dog. So opening your chest, shoulders up, down, and back. We're going to inhale the arms out to the side, but then all the way up with your palms facing forward. I have these arms right up next to my ear, but if you're more like this, that's okay too. You're gonna inhale and exhale and bend from the hip. We're just coming inches forward. We're not coming way down here. We're just coming inches forward, like the hinge. Inhale straight up and exhale the arms down, feet on the floor. Nice deep breath in. Opposite leg, stretch it away. Roll the shoulders up, down, and back, and hold the arms next to your torso. We're going to inhale them out and up. Don't forget the palms are forward, and the arms are right up next to your ear. We're going to use the breath, the in-breath, to open and stretch, and then the exhale to come forward. Feel how your foot grounds down into the earth. And we're going to inhale up, stretch up, and exhale. Arms down, feet on the floor. Stretch right leg and left. And right leg and left. Let's ground both feet down into the earth and find your sit bones. Ground them down into your chair and take your shoulders up, down, and back. Beautiful. Let's bring the feet together and the knees together, and we're gonna cross your right thigh over your left. I have to help myself a little bit make this happen. I'm adjusting my foot to come more in the center. The top foot should point to the earth, so you're opening the top of the foot, and you're seated up nice and straight and tall. We're going to take the arms down by our side as we draw the shoulders up, down, and back. We're going to inhale the arms out to the side, turn the palms up to the ceiling, and bend the elbows into cactus pose. You can stay right here, or you could move and cross your arms, give yourself a nice big hug. Or you can go a little further, so test yourself and see what feels good. We're going to use the exhale to bring the elbows together and the heels of your hands and fingers. This is called eagle pose. Eagle pose. If you want to bring it a little further, we're going to take the right arm and tuck it under, and then draw the hand back. Fingers reach to the palms. There's a little twist that goes on here. Your elbows are going to want to sink. See if you can lift them up to shoulder height. And reach. Reaching up to your fingers, opening the back of your shoulders, feeling grounded through your feet and stretching your hip all at the same time. Let's release the hands to your shoulders, release the arms, and release the legs. That was called eagle pose, Garudasana. Garudasana. Seated up nice and straight and tall. This time I'm going to cross the left thigh over my right. And I help myself a little bit. I'm sitting up nice and straight and tall, and my top foot points to the floor. The arms by your side as we bring the shoulders up, down, and back. We're going to inhale, arms out to the side, and take your palms to the ceiling. We're going to bend the elbows into cactus pose. Use your out breath to draw the elbows together, the heels of your hands and your fingers. Eagle pose. You can stay right here, or you can tuck that left arm under the right. Crisscross at the elbow, and then those fingers reach to your palm. See if you can lift those elbows up at shoulder height. Feel the opening of the back of your shoulders. Feel the opening of your hips. Exhale and release the arms and release the legs. And let's stretch forward one leg and then the other. Let's do that a couple more times. One leg. Let's sit back in our chair. And we'll do the staff pose. Staff pose is a seated pose, which uses your legs out in front, stretching through the heel as you draw the shoulders up, down, and back, and press through your palms. I'm just going to try to use the chair here, but my arms are a little longer. So I'm just pressing through the heels of my hands and up, back, and down as I stretch my legs forward. And let's release the effort in your knees and release your arms. Let's take the arms down by your side and we'll just take a breath out and up. Bring your hands together and exhale it out and down. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhaling out and up. And exhale out and down. You may have noticed that I'm turning my palms up, halfway there, and turning them down, halfway down. And when you do that, you work more with the natural tendency of your shoulders. Let's do it one last time. And exhale out and down. Let's take the right arm up to your side and then cross it over your body. We're going to hold it with the opposite hand, really stretching my shoulder here. Do the opposite. Left arm onto the side and then cross your body. Hold it with the opposite arm. I'm getting a nice stretch. And release the effort. Let's do a rainbow. So I'm going to bring my right arm over to my left knee. I have a little micro bend in my elbow for this. I'm going to inhale it up and over and back. Now, if this feels like too much for the shoulder, you can simply, just open and keep a bend in the elbow. We're essentially opening the shoulder. Do what you can do, be mindful. Let's exhale it back and use the inhale to open and exhale it back. Let's do one more, last one. Okay, other side, left hand, right knee. You're gonna lift it up and open. See how my torso kind of goes along with the movement. Otherwise, it's really just from the arm. You don't use the torso. Let's do a couple more. Last one. And arms down by our side. Give them a shake. Okay, let's move to the edge of our chair. I'm breaking stuff here. Okay, beginning at a seated posture, we're going to take the shoulders up, down, and back. Notice how we always take time to get ourselves centered and in alignment before we move into another pose. It's so important. Always come back to center. Okay, let's do a forward bend. So we're just going to breathe into the belly, nice deep breath. And then use the exhale to just draw the fingers down towards your ankles. And when you start to breathe in, just walk the hands up and over. If you get that swimmy feeling, then just take an extra breath. It's certainly okay as long as it goes away. And it usually will. So we'll start with the breath. And draw the fingers over and down. And as you start to breathe in, we're just walking the hands up and back. One last time, breath in. And exhale over and forward. Inhale. And walk the hands up and back. Let's hold for a breath. Okay. Edge of chair. Let's make our feet nice and wide. And we'll just work on the ankles as we draw them close together and then wide. And then together. And then wide, and we'll keep them wide. Use this opportunity for a nice tall spine. Always shoulders up, down, and back. Okay, let's drop down onto our forearms. So we're just coming a bit forward. Your gaze can be down at the floor for this one. Be mindful of your head and your neck. Your chin's going to stay in line with your chest. As we take turns dipping the shoulder. So we'll use a breath in to begin. And as I exhale, I'm going to dip this right shoulder down between. But see how my chin stays in line with my chest here? It's this that's happening. And then we'll inhale the shoulder up. And then opposite shoulder to center. Notice how my neck is in alignment. I'm using my shoulders to bring me forward and into a bit of a twist. Your feet really need to press in, ground into the earth for this one. Very gentle back and forth. Let's do one more on each side. And we'll come to the center and take the heels of your hands where your elbows were, and then we'll walk the feet together. Let's take turns stretching the legs forward. Okay. Seated up nice and straight and tall. Let's stretch one leg out to the side. You might be limited in some way by your chair. Just do the best you can, work with it. I'm pressing through the heel, bringing the toes back towards me, and I'm going to take my hands on this grounded thigh. Open my chest and sit up nice and straight and tall. And then I'm going to bend the knee, foot to the floor, and I'll walk those feet together. This time, opposite leg, stretch it out to the side. You might be impeded somehow by your chair, just work with it. Press through the heel, and take your hands on that grounded leg, and breathe, and stretch. Bend the knee, and bring the feet back to center. We'll stretch one and then the other. Okay, sitting up nice and straight and tall, shoulders up, down, and back. Let's drop the arms by your side, and we'll take the arms out to the side, palms facing forward, and give yourself a nice big hug. Let's twist from side to side. We'll come back to center. Notice which arm is on top. We're going to switch it up. Shoulders up, down, and back. Give yourself a nice big hug and switch it up. Opposite arm on top. We'll twist from side to side. Repeat clock. Coming to center, we'll release the arms and hold for a breath. Okay, let's sit back in our chair again. Sitting up nice and straight and tall, arms down by your side, shoulders up, back, and down. You're going to take the arms out to the side and press through the heels of your hands. Pull the belly in and sit up nice and straight and tall. And stretch through your fingers as if you're trying to touch something just out of your reach. Let's move it side to side. So you're just trying to reach and touch something just out of your reach. Just feel your sit bone lift. See if you can ground it down. And move side to side. Pull that belly in. Let's do it once more on each side. And bend the elbows and come to center. Okay, arms down by your side, shoulders up, back, and down. Arms out to the side. Press through the heels of your hands. And then drop your fingers down and curl them under. Again, press through the heels of your hands. Fingers up. And then point your fingers and turn them under. One last time. Press through the heels of your hands. And point and down and under. And release the arms. Okay, up, back, and down. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Okay, let's come to the edge of our chair and we'll do a goddess pose. So we'll start with your ankles under your knees and we're going to walk the feet just a little bit wide, not very wide. Ground down your sit bones and sit up nice and straight and tall. We're going to take the arms down by your side and shoulders up, back, and down. We're going to inhale the arms out and halfway up into a big letter V. Okay, we're going to use the inhale to reach and stretch these arms and fingers, and the exhale to bend the elbows down towards your torso. And it looks like this. Keep your chest nice and high. And it looks like this. A nice deep breath in and reach. And an exhale and pull down.
Got 5 minutes, Sharon.
I'm sorry?
5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes. Okay, here we go. Inhaling, stretch and reach. Exhale. Elbows down, torso, and squeeze your shoulder blades. Let's do 2 more. And last one. Let's release the arms and draw the legs together. Let's stretch one leg and then the other. One leg and then the other. And one more time. Seated here at the edge of our chair, let's end our practice with a cobbler's pose. So we're drawing the soles of our feet together, the knees fall away, and don't forget that nice tall spine and open chest. Breathe into your belly here. Okay, release the feet and we'll take one knee into your chest and give them a hug. Bend the opposite leg, knee into your chest. Let's go back to the first knee and give it a little hug. Walk the hands down with the same arm, same side, hook your toe, and give it a stretch to the best you can. Open it up a little bit, open that hip. We'll bend the knee, give it a little hug, and release it down. Let's go to the other side. Take the knee into your chest and walk it down, same arm, same side, and stretch it up. So you can open it to the side. Keep a bend in the knee if it's too much for you. Bend the knee, give it a little hug, and release it down. We'll stretch legs out one at a time. Just once more. Okay. Let's sit back in our chair and we'll do our ending practice. Just a breath. I'm grounding down and feel my sit bones connected to my chair. My feet are connected to the earth. My chest is nice and open. I'm going to turn my palms up to the ceiling and focus on your breath. See if you can bring the breath all the way down here into your belly. And the space under your belly button, imagine it's a balloon and we're filling it up. And when you empty the balloon, bring the belly button back towards your spine, emptying that balloon out. Let's bring our hands into Namaste, bringing them way up here to your forehead and back down to your heart. We'll add a little bow for Namaste. Namaste, the light in you honors the light in me. Have a wonderful Saturday. Come back next week, tell your friends.